In the last video, I replaced the valve stem seals, cleaned the head, installed a new head gasket, and reattached the head to the block. But that was over 3 months ago. It's time to reconnect everything and try and start it. Let's see if I can remember how everything goes. So here we are. Head's back on. Plan today is to get it back together and try to start it. So let's do that. I started off with the wiring harness. Reconnecting the injectors came first. This is the clutch cable, and I think it's supposed to be on top of the intake manifold. All right. All this stuff is filthy, but I don't have water here. And when I get to the house, best believe I'm gonna do some cleaning. I had to cut this back to good tubing because it is awfully brittle and it was framed. I don't know if I have enough for it to reach. Well, that'll have to do until I can replace it. And a lot of this stuff, when it's sitting way over here, is a puzzle. As soon as you lay it back, it becomes kind of obvious where the tubing goes. And I'm glad, because this is a lot to remember sometimes. At this point, it's this rat's nest of tubing back here. Or shall I say bird's nest? I don't know, is there still oil in this car? Yeesh. Why is there so much oil in this car? This is a bracket for the header, and this car is just so filthy. Wish I had water here. I would definitely do some cleaning. After seeing that oil level, of course, I'm gonna drain the oil. Reconnecting the fuel line. Then there's not much more. Then I can put in the radiator. And did I get it on the mount the first time? Order of operations. I should have done this first before putting the radiator on, because it is not going to fit now. But wait, I just might be able to squeeze it in. But that bottom bolt will be another story. Yeah, that bolt on the bottom is just going to have to wait. I have a feeling I'll be taking this radiator out again at some point. Upper radiator hose. This does not look like the right hose, but it was working. See, that's a tight kink. And this cover that goes over this has seen better days, but I have it and it's intact, so it's going back on. Valve cover with a fresh gasket. And I got new ones of these too. I'm gonna throw those on. And there was bits of the old ones still left. And I got fresh grommets. Just snug. I wanted to quickly throw on a new O-ring for the distributor because it was filthy. I've cleaned it up a bit, but it was obviously leaking terribly from here. This is what happens if you just never replace stuff. This old O-ring, it's supposed to be rubber. It is now hard. It's supposed to be pliable and soft. When it comes off, it's gonna be brittle like plastic. See, look at that. See, it bends a little, but this is not the way an O-ring should behave. Watch this. O-rings shouldn't snap. That's crazy. Yeah, the new one is sitting pretty. And I made some marks up here. When I took it off, I'm just gonna line them back up. I left these connected because they should all go back in the right order. Let me connect the distributor right quick. I guess this bracket that holds the clutch cable goes right here. And I had another bracket that I didn't know where it went, and I think it goes here. That does look like the right spot. Gotta put the battery in, freshly charged. With no battery tie down. These terminals do not look good. The intake. I guess that's what we're working with for now, huh? Forgot the radiator brackets. Looking around, this was the only thing on the ground. Okay, maybe that's this one. This was the only thing on the ground that needed to go back on the car. I came under here to make sure the radiator drain plug was closed, and I forgot that it was damaged. But I'm gonna go see if I can just get a plug. I don't want to replace the radiator because I want to do a shakedown and see how bad the damage is with the rest of the car. That's it. The CRX is back together. It's filthy and there are leaks, but if it starts and runs without smoking, I've achieved the first step of what I wanted to do. Yeah, these are sweet little cars. I need to do a better job about working neatly. I don't even have that many tools over here, and it's a little bit of a mess. But I have to leave now. I need to get oil and hopefully a radiator drain plug. Ooh, it's bright. Thankfully though, that thing is running nicely. Putting in fresh oil, might as well swap the filter out too. I did not bring all my oil changing tools. Finally got it cracked with the help of those channel locks. Let's hope not much comes out. See what kind of filter they used. OEM Honda filter. Good for him. I forgot a funnel. Look at that. That will work in a pinch. Just under 4 quarts of oil. Actually, I gave it just a little too much, but hopefully it'll get sucked up into the filter and that'll account for this extra I gave in. I got a new plug for the radiator. Hope it fits. Why did I even put this back in? This is my fault. I should have just left it out. Looks like a good match. Just till it stops. Boom. Because the O-ring is seated. Now we're good to go. It's 1 gallon. It is now to the top, and I do not have my bleed kit with me. I don't care, it's just water. I want to see this thing run. We're almost to the point where we find out what I missed. I almost missed the tube that connects to the auto air control valve that goes on the bottom. You can't even see it. Yeah, I almost missed that. So here we go. I don't know how much I'm going to put into this car, but still, I want this to be in a better situation. Here goes nothing. But that is a lot of smoke. Let's hope it burns off. That's still really smoky. Probably has to burn off all the old stuff that was in the exhaust system. So maybe I'll pull it out, drive it around a little bit, and see if it burns it off. But it runs and the engine sounds healthy. So I'm going to make sure the coolant's squared away, drop it down and see how it goes. Well, I wish it would instantaneously stop smoking once I got it started, but I know that was very unlikely. It has to burn off all the stuff that was in the system before. But I achieved what I wanted to today. When I come back, I'll bring my little coolant bleed setup. I might even get the registration sorted out so that I can drive it. In my state, this car does not need an inspection. And that'll help me verify if I can just burn off all the old stuff or if I have another source of all the smoke. But anyway, generally, I'm happy today. Catch you next time. In the next video, I do have good news about the smoke, but I do find other issues. If you would like to follow along, hit subscribe. If you would like to see how I got it to this point, check out the playlist. Thanks for watching. Take care.